goodness, how do I... Can I move you guys? Okay, there we go.
Just a heads up. If we find any horned creatures, I dibs them.
You want all the horny creatures. Got it.
Damn right. I have proficiency in horn, but I forgot to buy a horn. So
yeah, no, that checks
try
out.
And make one of those.
You got proficiency in horn dogging. Got it.
Have you seen Sindarin? Damn right he does.
Gonna get rid of the scale mail. Gonna get rid of the plate. That's not a thing anymore.
All right, can people hear me?
Yes.
Hi, Shay.
Okay.
Cool.
Alrighty, so that's everything. I need to pull up the set fat beatsies. No, not that one. It is this one. So hi everyone, we're here for Descent into Avernus, now with cameras.
Ooh.
My eyes are working just fine right now, so I don't need to go get my glasses just yet, but before the break is up, I probably will join the glasses squad. And if I remember correctly, I do believe Dido also has glasses, so like this gag will continue on. We all should be full-on glasses squad once we're ready.
Yes.
But
we're
yeah,
all blind.
The body reflecting.
You all can see everybody's beautiful faces. You can also see my the tip of my mic. It's fine. It's whatever. So it's been a week. How's everything?
Here.
Aw, Shay's got the flower she's showing off.
I do.
It was supposed to be a bear too. Did the bear show up?
A bear? No bear.
No bear?
No bear.
Could have sworn I ordered a bear too. I thought there wasn't it. You know what? It's fine. As long as you enjoyed the flowers.
Pink ones smell real nice.
I'm gonna have to double check and make sure I didn't pay for a bear, but there should have been a bear. It's fine. It's fine. It's not fine. Where's the bear? Also, Blizzard has been harassing me about buying stuff from their store for like the last week. I don't know what their deal is. They keep telling me it's the last chance to buy something every single day, and that like for that day only. And then they're like, today's actually the last chance. Today's your last chance.
It's your last chance to get squeakers as part of the 6-month bundle.
No, it's the Terran battlecruiser replica, which is tempting.
No
It's tempting. I just have, you know, a house and / apartment that I need to worry about paying for.
Feels decay.
Yeah,
I can't buy
defeat.
cool stuff.
Pretty fucking sweet, but you know, you kind of feel bad about buying from their store.
Yeah, that too. And it's like, yeah, my faith in Blizzard has just been an all-time low. Don't get me wrong. I'm enjoying Warcraft 3 because I enjoyed the hell out of the story mode. And when it's like, I'm bored, I'll play a mission or two. And I'll boot that up and play it. And I don't hate the graphics. A lot of people harped on that, and it's one of the things that I don't mind. I wish they didn't cut corners on the cutscenes, though. Like they said
it's obvious it could be better, but for the sake of the campaign, it runs perfectly fine.
And, you know, since I've already played the game before, I don't feel bad about cheating on it either. So it's just like, I just want to see the story again. So let me use all the cheat codes to...
Are they all the same cheats? Like,
Mhm.
who's your daddy and there is no spoon?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Greed is good. Gives you the gold in the wood. Yeah, all of that stuff is still works.
Younger me use those quite a lot.
Which is hilarious considering that they destroyed old BattleNet, but they didn't remove the old cheat codes. But yeah. Hey, it's Descent into Avernus time. Who wants to give us a fun recap of things that got done today or last time?
What
We-
did you get done last time?
We made it to the Grand Hall Cathedral place.
the High
thingy.
Hall, or whatever
The
it's
High
called.
Hall, yes, that's it. Where a bunch of people were allegedly hiding, escorting some civilians we had rescued. And then we entered and explored and encountered some evil Tiamat cultists, which we disposed of.
Led by a fiendish dragon entity.
Yeah, and the fiendish dragon entity. I wonder who they serve.
Sure, they told you.
Yeah.
You just said they were Tiamat cultists, so
Yeah. I wonder who this strange fiendish dragon entity. Anyway, we then Sindarin found a survivor pretending to be dead, who was in the temple. We rescued him too. Then figured out how a lever works and went into the basement and found a bunch of people. I gave a speech and presented myself angelically and tried to keep them content as they can be. And that's what happened.
And a long rest.
Oh yes, and a long rest.
And so everybody does have their long rest stuff done, yes?
Yeah.
Sure do.
I need to prepare my spells for the day. That's important.
It's important.
No, I did that. Yeah.
I was gonna say, while you do that, I shall eat some gummy bears, but fine. Make me look like the pig.
Whoops, sorry, didn't mean that.
Nope, you cast Shield of Faith on Lulu, and she's like, wow, thanks.
And then it fades 10 minutes later.
Mm-hmm.
This is what it. Okay, yeah, there.
My mic is picking up some random sound, and I was wondering if it was like my jaw moving, but then it seems like it's not. Anywho, are we all good? Yes, no, maybe so.
I just need another gadget token.
No, you don't.
Before before resting, Lily would, check on the mother and her child and some of the other people and make sure people are all right.
Mm-hmm.
Then probably go up to notes.
Tink needed to talk to you.
Tink needs food badly.
Say that, but Sindarin actually needs food badly.
Well, I mean, you all need to eat, technically.
Do you already to eat in Avernus?
You're still mortal.
Okay.
Feria Jinx, I think, was her name.
Furia.
And I'm just going to ask, you mentioned there were some some more capable fighters that went somewhere?
Well, no, not more capable fighters. All of the capable fighters. They had gone to the Grand Cemetery to look for something that might help us. Lord Older Ravengard took up responsibility of leadership once most of Elturel's lords were killed in the initial displacement into Avernus. Genuinely surprised that we were able to marshal as many soldiers as we were able to, but him and who were able to hold up a weapon had done a considerably good job keeping us protected during all this time.
Uldir Ravengard.
Some noble from Baldur's Gate. He was on a diplomatic mission to meet with Thavius Krieg, and, well, Krieg wasn't there, and he was trapped here when Avernus got pulled, or when we got pulled into Avernus.
Do I recognize that name?
You may make a history check.
Yep, there it is. Yep.
Yeah. Uldir Ravengard is one of the Dukes of Baldur's Gate and the leader of the Flaming Fist.
Well.
Hold on, because I'm going to give you a picture of this beautiful man. Boom. Look at his rugged features.
Older Ravengard.
Lord Ravengard, yes.
He's the leader of the Flaming Fist, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, that's correct. Champion of Torm, as he were, he took it upon himself to make sure that the cathedral was protected. He mentioned an artifact of great power in the cemetery, and that's why he took the men out that way. That was a few days ago. We had expected them back. If you hadn't shown up when you did, I'm sure the fiends upstairs you mentioned would have found and killed all of us. So, thank you.
You're welcome. We do need to rest and recuperate, but we'll make a sweep of the area before we leave to ensure everyone's safety. And I imagine if they haven't returned yet, we better figure out what happened to them.
Yes, I would very much like to know. I fear that something terrible might have befallen them if they haven't made it back yet, but I would hope that you all could go and find him and his retinue. At the very least, to bring back some of the soldiers so you don't have to put so much time and effort into taking care of us. I imagine you have more important tasks to do out here.
Well, my most important task is to protect everyone here. I'll do whatever I can. I don't suppose you have any water that I might be able to a flask or so I might be able to consecrate for more holy water. Do you?
And there's no need. There's actually 2 water fonts of holy water accessible right here. And she gestures over. There's 2 wide fonts that contain water that's been blessed by priests. A large quantity. You could guess at about 50 flasks if you had that many.
Yeah, I will.
You don't have 50 flasks.
No, I don't, but I have the 2 flasks I had before.
Yep.
I will opt to refill those. Thank you. Is there anything that I may be able to do at the moment?
Other than finding an older Ravengard, no.
All right. And I just kind of like put a hand on her shoulder and give an appreciative nod for taking care of everyone here. As long as she did, and I'll go refill my flasks and check in with my party. Where is my party, by the way?
Everybody's
Still in
scattered
their
about,
sleeping holes.
enjoying their time to rest and recover.
I only see Dido. I don't see.
Everybody else is scattered about the map. They're all taking breaks in their respective corners. They all picked sides and went to go rest.
Is there anything in those little dugout-looking things where
Nope.
we all slept?
Those little alcoves? Nope.
No.
There would have been like little shrines to different deities, but no, nothing significant.
Ooh. Which deity did I sleep under?
Go ahead and roll a dice and I'll pick one for you.
What kind of dice?
It doesn't matter. It's a god. Whichever one you're most interested in, that's the one. Lathander.
No, that works.
And there you go, you got your natural one out of the way too.
Yeah, I did.
I think Tink would have found the Gond shrine.
Absolutely.
In the morning, would I be able to hunt down Sultan O'Branch, I believe his name was, the druid I stumbled upon?
Yeah, he's over in the main hall.
That one?
Yep, that's him there.
Okay, cool. I stumble up to him and kind of give him a friendly nod. Good morning.
Yes, hi, hello.
How are you this morning?
Fine. Now that I'm not dead or playing dead, what can I do for you? You look like you have a meaning for being here.
Yes. Unfortunately, my quarry I stumbled upon yesterday, if you could call it that. I'm not sure how time runs in this place. Unfortunately, it bore no edible food.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
Very.
Good thing for you, I prepared a whole bunch of good berries. Would you like a good berry?
Ah, how kind of you. Yes, that would please me greatly.
It's the least I could do for you, getting me down here and not squishing my head like you threatened to do.
Yes, I'll try to be more gentle from henceforth.
I mean, you don't have to always be gentle with me. Wink.
Yes, I'll take note of that.
Haha, I mean, what? Here, take your berries, shut up. He puts a handful of berries in your hand and walks off.
Thank you very much.
Things audibly wink. Got it.
Yeah, he did audibly. It's a halfling, leave him alone. Yeah, so you have 10 good berries.
Yeah, cool. I stumble over to where everyone seems to be meeting and kind of hold out my hands. I've found breakfast.
I think Tink wanted to speak with me the night before.
Tink would have any time you had free alone. Yes.
Okay, because there was something I was going to try during rest too.
Well,
but
keep
yeah,
in
the
mind,
morning
you
I will
only
accept
have
a good
8 hours.
When you say only, 8 is dedicated to the rest, and we still have time. that
No,
we can
eight
kill.
is dedicated to restful non-exertion.
Yeah.
So you can do light activity in 8 hours.
I plan to do it in my dreams.
There you go. We all know that people don't function strictly on an 8-hour sleep cycle. Let's be
Ah.
real.
But I'd probably go check on everyone, check on my party before they turn into rest. I imagine we'd be but when I stop by Tink, I'm gonna reach in my pack and pull out a broken dagger. do you think you can mend this?
How severe is the damage?
Do you
It's
have all the
just-
pieces?
I have a dagger broken in two.
Hmm.
A curved ivory blade bearing draconic runes that spell out Fang along the bone hilt wrapped in leather strips studded with gemstones. A mending cantrip can make it whole again.
Mm-hmm.
And with all that information, Tink will set it down and place a hand over it, and will then whack it with a wrench and cast Mending.
Mending is like a 1 minute duration spell, so you'd probably have to give it a good fucking 10 hits or so.
Yeah, as long as it's fixed, it doesn't need any more wax.
Thank you.
No problem. Really, I needed to talk with you about something, and I need you to keep an eye out, but also pay attention to how you're feeling.
Kind of like tilt my head.
I
Okay.
have a working theory about what might be going on here, or rather what might be going on here to certain people. And it has to do with Fabius's contract. And I didn't want to, spread panic, alert anyone, especially with, like, Rhea. But the way it's worded, especially towards the end, I don't like what that might imply for the Hell Riders.
When
Yeah.
when I had sworn to protect the people of Elturel, I paid very close attention to my own wording, and even so, I have complete faith that my soul is protected by Bahamut.
But then you all remember that her name is in the book.
And that's what's making me feel a little bit uneasy about this. Just let us know if things start changing, because I have this feeling that the guy we got this, and he holds up the plate, and this, and he holds up the lance, might have been a Hell Rider. I have no concrete evidence yet, but again, working theory.
What do I know about Narzaghuls?
Make a religion check.
Yeah.
Didn't we already do that?
This is a specific piece of information, though.
Yeah,
so I will allow her to knowledge on just that fact. 13. Okay. Let me pull up their thingamadoodles and see what applies. Actually, I'm going to give it a 19 since you've already done one before and you're looking for something specific. Because it's much more beneficial if I just give you this information. Narzagons are paladins who make deals with devils and carry their twisted sense of honor into the afterlife, are especially valuable to the Archdukes of the Nine Hells. So it's safe to assume that Hell Riders probably could fall into this purview. It's also a popular form for corrupted and fallen paladins to take.
Well, it's possible that they could be Hell Riders, from what I understand.
It is a very, very viable theory.
Norzagons are fallen paladins.
Right, you had mentioned as much when we were fighting, and which is why I started to think, because his contract at the very end promises not only Elturel and the artifact, but its oath-bound defenders.
An interesting thing about that, however, usually the paladin or to be corrupted individual in question would have to strike a deal with the devil and be corrupted by it.
Like signing the Creed Resolute.
Krieg was not a devil when I made sign.
And
I didn't sign anything.
It is a contract that is signed with an archdevil.
Actually, it is not even a contract.
Plus, verbal agreement can count under some circumstances.
As a matter of fact, it is, because it is the thing that is documenting all of the people's souls that are promised to her, because you swore an oath on the Creed Resolute, which is part of the contract that he made with Zariel. So yes, as a matter of fact, it is part of the contract. Your name is written in it, and it does count as a paladin making a deal with an archdevil, because you made a deal, or you followed the terms that are within the agreement that he made.
The Hell Riders may not have done their dealings
none of the people of Elturel
matter.
Did so willingly, or did so knowingly, but they willingly signed their swore their allegiance to this pact. They were tricked, but they willingly signed it believing it was something else. It doesn't negate that they signed their souls away.
But what I mean is, the actual contract mentions the Creed Resolute. That doesn't mean the Creed Resolute itself is the actual contract.
No, you have the actual contract, but the contract mentions the Creed Resolute, and the Creed Resolute is part of the contract and is the thing that documents all of the people whose souls are signed over through the agreement of the contract. So because your name is in the Creed Resolute means that you are tied to the contract. That's how that magic works.
Whether you meant it to be or not.
Yes. Whether you choose to believe it or not, that is how the magic is working, and that's how it's been explained to you in and out of character.
So I was worried, and
well,
I would take care of both yourself and Rhea at this point. We don't know what might happen in the near future, and what's happened with all of the missing Hell Riders.
I mean, okay, but I don't quite agree with that, but
you hear a voice in your head, Lily. It's not for you to agree with. You signed the contract. That's how these deals are made.
Really, I didn't sign anything.
Swearing is just as bad as putting your mark on the paper. Your words hold just as much power. Fabius Krieg is good in the way he lured all of these people unknowingly, but you still did it.
I also swore myself to Bahamut when I said it. Regardless, I still have faith that I am protected.
Faith is a funny thing. Zariel had faith as well, for a long time.
Well, mine's not broken yet.
No, not yet.
And that's a good thing. I think it's good to have faith, but I'm also an advocate for tempering it with, intelligence, rationale. So and a hint of skepticism. So I'm sorry if I'm just being overly cautious, but I thought you would want to be aware of my thinking here.
Your opinion is valued, and I accept that. I can promise you I intend to look after everyone I possibly can.
Well, just make sure that while you're looking over everyone else, you also take a moment to take care of yourself too.
How do you
It's
mean?
still important. I just mean don't ignore anything that might be changing, anything that you might notice just because you need to protect someone else. If you're pushing yourself too hard or something starts changing, you have to handle that. You need to deal with it. Many can forget that in the pursuit of helping the pack, they're also part of the pack. And they can neglect their own health. So just remember that and just keep an eye on anything that seems weird.
No.
Look, I don't know what it's like to turn into a devil, but if you start feeling like maybe you're turning into a devil, let people know and maybe we can help you.
I hold up like a finger and kind of and just boop Tink on the nose. I'm not turning into a devil.
Not now, but again, theory. So that's all I want. I just wanted to warn you. And again, that goes for Rhea. We don't know what's going to happen down here. I'm going to do my part and look out for the rest of you while we're down here. So.
All right. Do you need anything else, Tink?
For tonight, no, I've got my hands full. Got so much stuff to tinker with. It's going to be fun.
Tink has so much to tink.
All right, I'll leave you to it. I'll kind of then just like walk through the shrines and see if I see one dedicated to Bahamut.
Oh, there probably is.
I probably set up there, and I will lay like the completed dagger onto the shrine in front of it as an offering.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll just sit and watch until I fall asleep and start to dream, hopefully, maybe. And
mm-hmm. Anybody else?
I just try to reach out and think of Bahamut and my angel.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nope. Besides the bookkeeping that we took care of, Tink has nothing to do during the night. He will just be working on putting Gadget back together and powering Valkarin's bow.
Alrighty. Well, the long rest finally comes to an end, and you all wake up in the morning. Sindarin offers the good berries that he had mentioned, and you all do your morning rituals and get ready to move about with the next phase of the plan.
No dreams then?
No, but when you wake up, you see that the dagger is gone.
Okay. Where is Rhea?
Are you going to go looking for her now?
Yeah.
Okay. Which direction do you head to start looking for her? You look through the alcoves to the north, and you see that there's no sign of her. She's not mixed in with the huddled, scared masses. Down to the south, you look around. You don't see any sign of her in these alcoves either. And then, probably before long, as you start making your way down along the southern hall, see that she's held up down at the end of this hall here, kind of sleeping in the Knight's Rest position, where she's kind of leaned up against the wall, sword over her shoulder, and resting, but also trying to be as alert as possible, kind of watching this southern entrance.
So I'll go up to her and I'll just sit down next to her and kind of pat her awake.
She's standing.
Oh, okay.
She's leaned up against the wall. And she says, "Good morning." I think it's morning. It's hard to keep track of things, one, when you're underground, and two, in a place where the sun doesn't rise or set. I'm fine. Processing. How are you?
I'm alright.
Good. I'm alright too.
As alright as one could be.
Exactly. Look, this situation sucks. There's no better way to put it. I know it's a lot for you to swallow, being somebody who's not involved in it. And it's a million times worse for someone like me who has lived their whole life thinking that it's something better than it should have been. Those people in there don't deserve to be here. You don't deserve to be here. None of us do. And it's important that we get them out of here.
I know.
How I'm feeling ultimately doesn't matter, because protecting them is what's important. I'll be honest, if something were to happen to me, I could die knowing, or be content dying knowing that they make it out. That's my job as a Hell Rider. I have to protect these people.
And my job is the same as yours.
Good.
But I aim to see to get you out too.
We have to both understand that that may not be a possibility. I was going to say there's no need for you to do anything stupid to sacrifice yourself to protect me, but your soul is on the line just as much as mine is. There's no reason to make any needless sacrifices from either of us if we don't have to. But I think you have a greater destiny than I do here. If something were to happen, don't throw your life away to save me.
Yeah.
Don't. And she looks at you sternly. You have to promise me that if something happens, you keep the Hell Rider name pure.
I traveled from Waterdeep. I was trained by a hero to fight, and I'm not as good as her, but as far as I traveled, and as much as I tried to help people in Waterdeep, and as much as I tried to start to help people in Baldur's Gate, I never met anyone quite as pure-hearted as you. Your goals and your intentions have always been noble. If you were the last Hell Rider,
We're the last Hell Riders.
then I have faith that your destiny is just as pure. I know I've been saying a lot about my faith lately, but it's true. I put my faith into God. I put my faith into the person who trained me, and into the people I'm walking with, and into you. So I'm going to do everything I can to save the people of El Terrell, and that includes you.
She looks a little flustered for a moment, like if she were capable of showing that she were blushing, it would be there. She says, "You need to stop worrying about me so much."
You were hit pretty hard in these last few days, weeks.
I don't understand how you can continue to be this strong.
I have to be. I don't know if I've ever had any parents, but even when I was on the streets of Party, I always felt like I had someone guiding me, a friend guiding me. I'm sure they can be your friend too. And I don't know. I can't see myself giving up.
She seems to be mulling that over and considers and reaches out and takes your hand. Thank you, Lily.
I'm glad you found us.
I'm also glad that I found you, all of you. And she kind of looks to the side again.
I should thank you as well. And I just kind of like give her hand a squeeze.
What do you think they're doing over there?
It's difficult to say. I'm more concerned about how this single little berry is meant to sustain one for 24 hours.
When the two of you say that, both of you give me a perception check. Haha. Alright, I'm gonna whisper something to Tink. When You squeeze Rhea's hand. She kind of goes a little bit shade darker and finally just seems to work up a bit of courage. And she says, Lily?
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that if something were to happen, I wanted you to know that and she like stomps her boot real quick and then reaches up and she looks like she's about to pull you into a kiss, and then all of a sudden you hear yay, and Lulu rounds the corner and flies in and tackles the two of you. She's like, oh my goodness, friendship, and she just barrels into you, knocking you into Rhea.
Knocking me into Rhea?
Yep.
Do I accidentally kiss her on the way in?
No, it is it is a complete miss.
Okay.
Yeah.
In spite of myself, I just smile and kind of. Yeah, you gotta put Lulu on top.
No, she's zigzagging between y'all.
And I just kind of.
I was wondering where you were hiding, friend. I hope you had restful sleep. I saw you all talking, and I waited as long as I could.
I just reach out and I kind of, if Lulu had hair, I'd be ruffling her hair.
She does. In fact,
I ruffle her hair.
In fact, Lulu does have hair because Lulu is a giant golden mammoth. There is a big maney tuft. Also, I really do not like the Wizards of the Coast picture of Lulu because that thing is ugly as hell.
Hang on.
There's a better picture that I found that I like, and I think it's gonna be Lulu's actual picture. Go. Oh, lovely.
Oh god, their polymorph form is scary.
Don't look up Holly.
I didn't. I tried looking up cute Holly fan.
Yeah, this is probably what I'm gonna be saying she looks like instead from now on, but with tusks because she has tusks because she's a mammoth, not an elephant.
Yeah, that is adorable.
But yes, so Lulu adorably cockblocks the two of you, and it's just like, everybody's wondering what you guys are doing. So what you doing? And she just kind of flutters really close to the two of you, and you can see that Rhea has gotten much darker, and in her flustering, she's like, look, nothing. I'm gonna go check on the others, and she just gone.
Yep, we were just getting ready. How did you sleep, Lulu?
I don't sleep. She just kind of keeps fluttering.
How did you
So
rest?
she's been sitting around waiting for 8 hours doing nothing.
Oh no, she's been flying around, watching things, watching people, watching you all sleep. Doing adorable celestial things. That was so itchy.
I guess I'll switch to celestial and kind of lean close and whisper to Lulu and say, "Hey, do you know Liviel?
Who?
Do you know Liviel?
Maybe? I don't remember a whole lot, remember?
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I wish I could tell you more, but I don't remember much, especially not of Celestia. I wish I could. It's been centuries since I've been back.
Well, that's all right. We'll try to find your memories.
And I'll try to be able to give you an answer on if I know Lublestria for sure.
I give her a little hug and say, "All right, let's get ready."
And she wraps her little tusk around your neck like it's a hug.
We should probably do a sweep of this area before we head out just to make sure everyone's safe.
We should. We must keep the area protected. And she uses her trunk to salute. And then she flies back over. And she's like, I found them. They were about to kiss. And Rhea just like, ooh.
And then you impacted them at high velocity, yes?
I hugged them, yes. Love is wonderful. Everybody should experience it. Sindarin, you should kiss Tink.
Maybe later.
I don't have lips.
I mean, when has that ever stopped anyone?
It's true. How do you think they get half dragons?
On the contrary.
I was assuming it was polymorph. Various applications of polymorph.
I mean, you don't know.
I don't.
How do you make half dragons?
We'll show you when you're older.
I'm 578.
Maybe when you're 580.
Okay.
When a dragon and a mortal fall in love.
I mean,
Billy?
Dragons are mortal.
Billy, we are not doing this right now. We are not teaching the little Hollyphant about the wyverns and the peas.
I'm sorry, the wyverns and the what?
The wyverns and the bees.
The
wyverns and the griffins.
The wyverns and the monkey bees.
Oh God,
anyway,
not monkey bees.
I think. I think it's a good idea to do a quick sweep of the area, make sure this place is safe, and we'll get a move on.
Sure.
Yes. After breakfast. Then Sindarin just eats a berry. Okay. Good.
All right, breakfast done.
Yep. Oh, mine.
Tink opens his mouth like a trash can lid, tosses it in.
Rhea kind of like finishes it in 2 bites. And she's like, tastes like snozberries.
What's snozberry?
It's on this unholy plane are snozberries.
It's a Chilton berry. Don't worry about it.
You've been to Cholt?
It's a Cholton berry.
I haven't been to Cholt, but my mother's from Cholt.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What was she like?
She was a very fierce woman, and she married a wizard.
Oh. Are they still there?
No. She kind of like looks to the side.
I'm sorry.
And the group sets off.
I'll probably head up the stairs, make sure that's all clear, and the secret entrance is still secreted.
Yep. Alkarn's like, I'll stay over here and torture some small animal. Probably. You. Whoa, hold on. Max, you're roboting. Yep, there you are. What'd you say?
It occurs to me that we have yet to search down this passage. We'll have to be sure to come back to it.
So down that passage, we'll just say you went ahead and covered it. You know those alcoves that didn't have anything in them but like stored dead? Yeah, it's more of that. Yeah, more of that. Are you just going back to the sarcophagi?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna move you all.
I just want to make sure zombies don't come out of them.
And then the zombies come out of them.
I am going to be expecting zombies.
I mean, why would you expect zombies?
Because we're in hell and it's doing weird stuff.
You should always expect zombies.
Zombies don't belong in hell. That's silly.
Rip and tear until it's done.
Shadows then.
Shadows don't belong in hell. I mean, probably. Anywho, you guys make your way back to where the 12 sarcophagi were lined up in this grand chapel area.
Yeah, I'm not going to do anything I'm not gonna like try to bother like disturb the dead or anything. I'm just gonna like open, close, open, close.
Okay. So the plan is to open and close each one.
Yeah.
Trying to just get your intentions here.
Yeah, I just don't want to make sure that I just want to be sure nothing's gonna pop out of them while we're gone.
We should thoroughly inspect them.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. They're standing sarcophagi, and there isn't just like a slow peek and look. Like, that's not how sarcophagi work. If you open them, they're going to be opened up. There's no like slow crack and peek and, you know, as long as you understand that.
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys go about the process of opening and closing once you see that there's nothing ready to jump out of you of each one. And when you get to each sarcophagus contains personal effects. And when you get to the last one, because that's just how they badly designed it, there is one that seems a little bit more preserved, but as soon as Lily opens up the coffin, a mummy jumps out.
All right.
So
This is weird.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So hold on to your butts, because I have to put this man. Everybody position yourselves relative to these three here. And Lily, you're the one opening it, so put yourself on one of the three, and that will determine where this starts.
Would it be wrong to say, like, we knew we were trying to do a protective sweep kind of thing to make sure nothing was jumping out?
That was never established.
That's okay, fine. I guess where I am is fine.
Okay. I'm going to say he'll appear right there. Rhea would have been somewhere close by. But probably... Actually, Rhea probably would have been there to help. She's strong.
Tink would be providing crowbars.
Tink would be providing crowbars. Alright. Crowbar. Magical
Well,
crowbar.
good when the artificer provides crowbars, but no, when the fighter brings one.
Yep, it's a problem when the fighter brings one.
No, the fighter was toting a sledgehammer everywhere going, I can break down doors.
Hey, he had a
the fighter was
sledgehammer
carrying
and a
both.
crowbar. Yeah, I remember. I was there.
The crowbar wasn't the problem.
I mean,
And yet we got more use out of the sledgehammer.
sledge-
Explain that one.
The sledgehammer came when the crowbar failed.
Who's
Yeah,
gonna be
Sledgehammer also got us into combat a lot more than the crowbar did.
who's gonna be running Valkyrin?
Valkyrin hung back. She said she was going to go torture small animals.
That sounds about right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh,
Roll your initiative, guys.
Yep. Well, natural one out of the way.
And Darn got his out of the way too earlier. Did you notice that? See how it worked in his benefit? Oh, so
Yeah, no, I got my natural 20 out of the way first.
Lily will go before Rhea. But the only one who goes after the mummy is Tink. Oops, why did I close that? I need that open. And I need to bring Lulu over because she's definitely gonna take part in booping some snoots. Yeah, I'm probably trying to drag her all the way over there. There she is.
Always moves when I'm not paying attention.
She's probably like over here being bored because you guys were touching gross bodies and stuff. She's like the whole time. She's like, I'm bored. There we go. More people to go before the mummy. Sindarin! A mummy popped out of the sarcophagus. Go figure.
Weird question.
Weird answer?
Yeah, probably. So mummification and all that came from, like, Egypt and various desert countries.
No, it's
in real
fairly
life.
commonplace around the world, but go ahead.
Okay, can't say I've actually researched it that much, but would it be a stretch to think? Would it be a stretch to say the deserts of Kalimshan? You see it quite a bit as well, or is that something I need to roll and actually spend my turn on?
Kalimshan's more of a Arabic kind of motif, so you would need to roll.
Okay, yeah, screw that. Instead, I'm just gonna punch him.
Alrighty. Punch away, my dude.
Yep. Run over here, share a space with Tink for a second. Run over here. Take the flanking position, then I'm not going to put my arms, I'm just going to whale him. Dang. Dang.
You're flanking.
Dang.
Dang! You are flanking,
wait,
though.
no, they're all flanks. 15,
Yeah.
19, 17.
But dang, man.
But
Wow.
dang. Hashtag but dang.
Hashtag but dang.
Can I make that last one a stunning strike as well, please?
Absolutely.
Yep, cool. So, after railing him for 14 non-magical damage, he has to make a DC 13
Or does he?
Constitution save.
Stunning Fist counts as paralyzed, yes?
Yes.
No, it says
Just
stunned.
says stunned
Stunned.
until your end of your next turn.
That will apply. Did I eat dinner? Not yet. Make sure I get me some noms. Alright.
Stunned. A stunned creature is incapacitated, can't move, and can speak only falteringly. The creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. They are not automatic criticals.
Yeah, so it's not paralyzed. Okay. What's your DC? 13?
13.
Yeah, alright, good start.
Nice.
Okay.
I was
So,
about to say you need a better wisdom, my dude, but
those are all just regular
Don't matter
punches?
Yeah, they were non-magical.
Alright, so 14. Gotcha. You feel your magic or your spectral punches make impact.
No, I'm not making spectral punches. I'm just.
Oh, you're
full-on
doing
punching.
regular punches. You feel
Yeah.
your meaty gams punch into this mummy, and while you're feeling like, or you're seeing like dust and stuff sprout up from around this zombie, the punches are hitting solid, dried bone and meat, and there isn't the satisfying crunch when you hit it. It seems like something's making it much more durable than it should be.
Understandable. And
But
then
it's stunned.
Sindarin over to here.
Yep.
Allowing someone else to get the flank. Not that they need it, as he's currently stunned. And I end my turn.
honestly, if you just stayed flanked with Lily, that's fine, because Tink doesn't need it.
Well, you stunned him. He didn't need to shift positions at all.
I mean, Tink also has pack tactics.
That was more opening one up for Raya.
That's fair. Lily goes first, though.
Yep. I will move here and attack with advantage.
Advantage.
Advantage. I might just two-hand this since he's stunned.
Yeah, go for it.
12?
It hits.
25.
Your sword is not magical, yes?
Not mine, nor is it silvered.
Okay.
I could make it magical.
Alright, so 12 you say? 12
Tink
you
has
say.
a brain blast.
Okay.
Total of 16 damage.
Oh. Why'd you say 12? Oh, that was to hit. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Hold on. Yes, more. There we go. Anything else?
Not right now.
Rhea jumps in with her sword, which is made of silver. And she two-hands it as well. 1, 2, 14 and a 23. This poor, poor mummy. Nope, silver doesn't do anything here. So she does 19, which gets reduced down. And then Lulu flies in and headbutts it. She's like, why is it alive? It's supposed to be dead.
I know, right?
And she flies in, you're supposed to be dead. 19,
Go
she
back
bonks
to
it.
sleep.
Bonk on the head.
Bonk, puppet pale clam. The mummy is stunning. Let me double check something. You see, it doesn't say that this ability is an action. It just needs to be able to see you. I'm going to go ahead and executive decision that it doesn't need to do an action to do this. It just needs to be looking at you. So, Lily. It locks its gaze with you because that was where Sindarin was when he stunned it. It gives you a stare down. So I need a wisdom saving throw to resist becoming frightened. And don't fail by 5 or more.
Okay.
Because you're getting the stare of the mummy.
13.
13. You are immune to the mummy's gaze. But that's it. That's all it can do because it's stunned. Tink.
Tink will rear back on Gadget, and I'm gonna let loose with 2 lance attacks.
No, I'm sorry. A 22 doesn't hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay.
And that is magical, yeah?
Yep. I have infused the lance for 12 and 15.
Yeah. I'm gonna need to break that. Alright.
I'll just make a new one.
It's fair.
Just make a new weapon magical or something.
Or something.
And bonus action, Tink will order Gadget to attack. Which means
Yep.
22.
Jesus.
Did not. Oh.
Yeah.
9 force damage.
So this mummy pops out of the sarcophagus and it's like, "Marr!" And then you all are like, why is it alive? And you all jump on it and in the span of 6 seconds proceed to beat the hell out of this mummy and then it falls over re-dead.
So, as I was saying, we are in a fucking, like, sweep and clear kind of setup, clearly.
Yeah, it's just, why the fuck is it alive? And you all just bonk it repeatedly until it stops moving.
Okay. I feel
Stun it,
more
it won't get to
confident.
do anything.
Yeah,
I look
stunning
at
into not
Sindarin.
doing anything.
I'm just like, dope.
Monks.
Yeah, that would have been much worse if it could have had a chance to punch anybody with its own mummy fists.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the
A nicely
paladin,
placed
just it's a
punch
paladin.
right on its forehead will incapacitate it for a small time if you hit it very, very hard.
If you
Tink's
hit
gonna
it.
look for a reason why it was moving.
We're in hell.
Oh,
Tink,
hey.
Tink wants to know why it was moving.
So, guys, there was a picture of the Creed Manifesto. Here you go. Wait, why is it not showing? Did it pop up for anybody?
No.
Nope.
Oh. There it is.
Oh, very fancy.
Big old magic hell tome.
Cool.
Yep.
All right, let's loot it and put it back in its place.
Let's loot it, put it back, and never speak of this again.
Yep.
Why was it moving?
I don't know. Oh, because we're probably in hell.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, that checks out. Actually, that could be a reason. It doesn't.
I don't know.
It doesn't
What does the
explain
25
why.
get me?
You're looking around the body there. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's inspecting the mummy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're inspecting the mummy and around its stuff. When you look around and you check the mummy, there is a yellow diamond, and there are a pair of nice-looking gold. It looks like they're twisted, like gold and a stronger metal type of bands that form into bracers.
They're like little snake coils that go around the arm.
No.
Okay.
They look like the patterns on them, like on one section look like waves, and then they look like little like ivy tresses wrapping around. Kind of think like Wonder Woman's bracers, but they're much more open because they have like rings, and then the I want to say filigree, but I know it's not the right word, but it's like there's open space, and then there's like metal designs that go between the bands, and basically they just look like really nice bracers.
I think filigree works there.
It might be filigree. Oh.
Priests aren't here. I'm sure they certainly wouldn't notice them missing.
Who cares? You're in hell.
Tink will sit down for 10 minutes and cast Identify.
10 minutes
Okay.
pass. Yeah, it's fine. Why not? You're not.
Well, if that's gonna go on, Tink, do you still have that plate armor?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm wearing it.
He sure doesn't.
Oh, he's wearing it. Okay.
He's-
I made it tiny.
He
See,
chopped
it's
it.
half plate now.
He tinkered it down to half plate, small half plate. 10 minutes pass, and you identify these bracers. I tried to do that description justice, but that is not how I picture bracers of defense.
They don't look very defensible.
Well, that's why they're magic, but no, they don't look very. Looks at monk.
Well, I can't use them.
Darn.
I stuffed the mummy back in its place so it can rest peacefully and
Its
shut
head falls off, and you just put it lopsided on its shoulders.
It's like, here you go.
Tink will also slide the gem away. He's going to inspect that later.
Oh, no. Did you identify just one or both?
It's 10 minutes to identify one. I don't think I can
okay.
swing both in 10 minutes. So.
No, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. So he can do it with another 10 minutes, but I figured everyone would want to move on and just.
Oh, that's fine. I understand.
We can do the gem later.
Yeah, you're good.
So-
We're in a relatively safe place. It wouldn't necessarily be a hassle.
That is also fair. Like this is a good opportunity to do it if you wanted to spend the time, because you don't know when you'll have another chance.
Okay, then it's up to the other two here. You guys think it's worth it?
Sure.
I certainly don't mind.
Okay,
But
well then while
let's-
I hand over the bracers towards Sindari.
Is there anything else you guys wanted to loot from down here while he's identifying stuff?
Tink will point out the long sword that we left behind for Lily.
Was it? What?
There was that one altar for that hero. I think she slayed a dragon or something. She had a sword with her.
She had a great sword.
Was it a great sword?
It was a great sword.
I'm using. I mean, I can use a great
I can
sword.
turn it into a long sword. It's not that big a deal. Or she could just two-handed. That's also. Well, you have the shield. The shield probably will be pissed off now.
Rhea's sword and board as well, isn't she?
No, Rhea two hands a long sword.
Okay, yeah, she can have it then.
I can make it a long sword. It's not that big a deal.
We don't even know if it's magical.
You don't.
No, but it might be, and if it is, then that would be a lot more helpful down here than.
All right, let's go check.
You know what the solution is? I just make it a bastard sword, so it's that happy middle between a long sword and a great sword.
Okay.
You just have to dump a feat so that you can use it one-handed. Exotic weapon proficiency. I'm sorry, it's just required.
That doesn't exist anymore.
I know. Thank God it doesn't.
Exotic weapons aren't a thing. It's just a martial weapon.
They got rid of exotic weapons. Oof. Everyone you can have unique.
To some degree of the imagination, like a bit of a shame.
Yeah.
There are some cool weapons.
They say now that like exotic weapons like count as other things. Like a nunchuck is just a club.
Yeah. No, it's incredibly boring now because they consolidated everything. Back in the day when you could use a scythe with your ×4 critical. Yeah.
I mean, that just means you need to get descriptive with your magic weapons to add the fun back in.
It's true. So, do you guys go back and grab the sword?
Yeah, Lily and
we can take a look at it, but I don't.
Just puts the suggestion forward while.
Well, we need Tink to figure out if it's
gem.
magical.
Okay, so do we want to do that instead of the gem?
I mean, why not both? You have time.
Okay, we'll do both. I think we'll go with and.
Oh, let me close up the bracers here.
Persuade people. It's not like she's using it anymore, and would probably be okay with it helping us down here with demons,
devils.
I mean,
devils, demons and devils.
Yes, you're right. If it would serve that purpose, but first we need to know if it would.
So Tink will take 20 minutes and cast Identify on the two things.
Alrighty. Tink, after identifying, here's what comes up for the sword. You find out, first of all, that it has a name, because Identify is cool like that.
Yep.
Boop.
Okay, yeah, no, this seems like it was definitely made for Lily.
No, it wasn't made for Lily. It was just a thing that was here.
It's named Redemption. She's an Oath of Redemption.
Which is why I was like, why are you not grabbing this cool sword? But no, it was here. It's always been part of this adventure. It was not placed for Lily.
That is fucking sweet.
Yeah, the shield was always supposed to go to Nail, but that's fine. That would have been more fun.
Nail would have fucking loved that shield.
And then...
So that's why she was still standing.
And then here you go, Morph.
Yeah, hold on to that one.
Shit, Earth Elemental Gem. What? Didn't we have this in a previous campaign too?
I never used it.
Yeah, we did.
Nope.
I'm pretty sure I summoned Rocky at some point.
Nope.
Okay,
Earth
I will.
Is so strong too.
I will. I'll kind of like.
Just remember that it requires attunement.
Yes, I understand. I will kneel, put a hand like on the figure, say a little prayer for them, and accept the sword.
Rhea kind of looks at it and she's like, Gold's your color.
Thank you.
She kind of like looks at her cool silver sword and she's like, mm-hmm.
Silver and gold. We got this covered.
Ah, so hungry. Like, ever since they mentioned dinner, my body was like, you need to eat.
It's like, oh, right, we require sustenance.
We require sustenance. Yeah, no, it's fine.
It is not a plus anything, is it?
In
In order to have any magical effect, it has to at least
no,
be a plus
that's
one.
not a thing anymore.
Isn't it?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, it only has this tied to it, because even her shield doesn't have a plus on it anymore. It doesn't have a plus. So no, it is just, it just has the magical effect on it.
That's fair.
All right, got it.
Yeah, gone are the days of 3.5 where you had to put a plus enchantment and then a riding effect enchantment on it as well.
So,
With plus one flaming, it'll cost you extra.
So if it takes half an hour to attune?
No, it takes an hour to attune.
Oh, all right.
Go ahead, ask him to take another hour.
I mean, to be fair, Sindarin needs it for his bracers too.
It's true.
Okay. Proposal then. Ren, do you want to go get something to eat? We'll say we attune and then move along.
We are very close to the break time anyways, so yes, I will quickly eat my taco while we go on break.
Okay.
All right. We'll take 5, everybody. We'll take break a little early, but we'll be back in 5 minutes. I'm going to scarf down taco, and you all enjoy. Be right back, scream while we're away. Whoosh. All right. Thing about Zoom, mics are live unless you mute yourself. So if you're leaving, mute yourself and then come back.
Yep.
Quick question: where'd you put those braces?
Handed them to you.
It. Yeah, I mean, like the handout for them. Oh, and Ren's gone. Never mind.
They might just be in. No, where did they go? Oh, they're under magic items. Very far down under
really
Mortlock.
far down, yeah.
Yeah, for some reason, along with the gem.
Sure,
Here.
thank you.
No problem. And be right back.
I never realized Braces of Defense had the no armor requirement. That's pretty much guaranteeing it's like a mage or a monk weapon. Mage or a monk item, sorry.
That's what they're supposed to be. Because if you're wearing armor, you can't. A rule has always been you can't stack armor AC bonus on top of AC bonus.
Stacking +2 onto a fucking what 21 AC paladin would be mean. Okay, I'm gonna go and try find something to eat real quick. I'll be back in a second.
Oh, geez, I realized I left the mic on for stream. Oh well. Sorry, guys, you heard me eating taco.
return with a bottle of green.
I'm back.
Boof my face. I realized you couldn't hear me. Boof my face. That's what I said. Boof.
Hello.
Hello. Boof my face.
That's no good.
You changed position on the camera.
Who did?
You did.
You and Shay, you two swapped.
And well, for me, you were switched. Actually, everybody just kind of rotated.
Oh. Camera positions are fine on stream.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Want to
So
become
as long as that
famous?
is the thing.
Sounds like you're going to get permabanned. For being a bot.
Oh boy, bot banning.
Mm-hmm. Spam, malicious links, or bot accounts. Attempts to
Nice to
scam
know
other
that bots make
community
it to
members.
Smaller channels too.
Yep. Clearly a bot not even trying to hide its spam.
Man, wouldn't you feel bad if you were actually a person trying to run that scam and you get reported for being a bot?
Yeah, that'd be real depressing, huh? But it says
Still being busted, but
But I mean, if that were the case, why would you name your link follow in bot? It's like it very blatantly in the thing says it's like this is bot, and it's like, oh, bot. Like that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. But it didn't remove his message, so I want to get rid of that.
10111001.
Oh, well, one of the admins will delete it. That's fine. So you all have spent the better part of the morning going back over the loot that you hadn't found before. Wow, you threw that critical out already. Nice.
I did that accidentally.
Oh, that's sad. But yeah, people have a new sword, new bracers, a rock buddy that they can summon one time.
And we're ready to go.
Yeah, are we ready to?
Tink has stashed that away.
Ready to go.
Go gadget.
Go gadget. Yeah. So, to sum up, Maria had told you all that Uldir Ravengard had taken all of the able-bodied people to the graveyard of the city. I'll pull us over to the map because the plan is everybody's just going to pack up and head off. Sindarin, of course, joins you guys.
Valkarn.
Sindarin, Valkarn. It's like they're the same person. But
except one of them is evil.
You don't know.
We're not sure which.
You don't
one
know
at
that.
this point.
I was like, you do not know that Sindarin is not evil.
And we don't know which one at this point. It could possibly be both.
So, Rhea, it's not hard for Rhea to tell you guys where the cemetery is. It is located on the far western side of Elturel, on this western face of the city. And
the high hall towers over quite a bit, apparently. Would we be able to see it from, like, say, if we walked over to here, would we have a decent view?
Of what?
Well, we're using a secret tunnel we're shown, I think.
Right, yeah, never mind.
So I don't know where we end up.
Well, I did some reading. That tunnel actually leads somewhere else. So no, you're not doing that.
Oh.
It's not a good secret tunnel. Basically, it spits you out over. It's like the Dalaran sewers where it leads to.
It's
massive...
supposed to lead somewhere, but because it's been ripped out of the ground,
it
you're
used
just
to
falling to your death.
It used to lead somewhere, and what it says is basically it overlooks a 500-foot drop to the river Styx. So,
okay.
Yeah, that's not an option anymore. So that entrance. I don't know why that entrance is there because it has no relevance to the story, but somebody felt the need to put it in. So the Grand Cemetery is over here.
Because it does affect the story, it's just it doesn't affect the story in a way that if you go down there, you will be continuing the story.
It doesn't progress the story.
It doesn't progress the story. Yeah. But to Sindarin's point, from up here on this high vantage, because not only is it built up on a hill here, but it's built up on a hill here. Yes, you can see down into the lower city. More importantly, a feature that is kind of glossed over, but is important. This isn't just a stylized map. These points here are, in fact, anchoring the landmass that is the city, basically suspended over. Because even if you look this way to the south, you can see the rest of Avernus underneath the city, because it is floating suspended up above it, and these dark iron chains and points that go all the way down to the ground are what is anchoring this landmass to where it is.
Okay. Yep.
What a view.
Yeah, it is quite a view, and you can hear the continuous sound of battle that has not died down since yesterday when you guys had crossed Torm's Reach.
Yep. The Eternal War.
That is a safe
more
guess.
difficult question. I'm gonna try and look out over the neighborhoods, I suppose, and try and look for a telltale sign of resistance, like barricades that span an entire street, or anything like that.
Make a perception check.
Nope, I don't see shit.
You see over the expanse that it's hard to make out from this distance, but it looks like it's hard to tell if something's meant to be a barricade or if it's just rubble. The city did not fare well in this planar shunting. It was a very sudden and violent transposition that the city itself and the people within were not prepared for. So it's hard to tell. But
fair enough.
Yeah, so Rhea knows the way, and of course she'll guide you all down and get you to the cemetery. But the question once again arises, how do we go about getting there?
Well, the quickest route looks like...
No, I'm more of the, are we going fast? Are we going quiet?
What do you guys think?
It means we fight less things.
All right.
As you can hear, the battle is still ongoing. It would be wise to avoid such things.
Below you.
The battle is below us. But
the battle is below us, but we
us.
did run into a whole bunch of things up here trying to find innocent people to add to their collection. I don't know.
Yes, that is true. That there are still forces up here looking for survivors. But you guys also did a pretty good job rounding up people, so there's a possibility there might be more people, but at the same time, you just have no way of knowing.
Let's move quietly then, or try to.
Disadvantage it is.
Oh, not bad. All right.
Disadvantage. It's 12.
Fuck me.
Okay.
Dex check for gadget. 19.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, we are surprised by gadget's stealth at times.
Ren, do you have anyone?
Wow. Dido's not here, so I roll her stealth. Yeah, go me.
Does she have anything that gives her advantage?
Nope. You're welcome.
We need to get her a cloak of elven kind fast.
You're welcome, Dido. This is what happens when you spend time with your family. No, I'm kidding.
We totally could have invited him to play as well.
Exactly, he could have played Lulu. Rhea does... actually, she's in Splint, so she's at disadvantage. Ooh, that's not good. Lulu... Toot toot, motherfuckers! We're trying to be stealthy! Yeah, so somebody roll me, because you guys are not as quiet as you hope you are.
Nope.
But
As well.
It's the one time Lily is quiet, but the rest of you are not.
Hey.
Actually,
I only got a 12.
Yeah.
Okay?
Only got a 12.
And Gadget's doing pretty well.
Gadget is doing pretty well.
D10?
Roll a D10, yeah. Oh,
9.
interesting.
Did we roll 9 already?
Nope. This is a new one. Show of hands, who speaks Abyssal?
I do. I think I do. Let me check.
No.
Nope. Common, Celestial, Draconic, and Infernal.
So no one and everybody else?
We all have Infernal. We don't have Abyssal. That's unfortunate.
We don't all have Infernal, but...
No, I thought you had Infernal.
Nope.
Good old min-maxers picking Infernal before knowing they were going to hell.
I'm a creature
I
of
didn't
fire.
pick
Of course I have
Infernal.
Infernal.
That's not the fire elemental language at all. It's Ignean. The approach
Yeah, I didn't see
Got
that
Common,
on the list.
Draconic, Gnomish, and Dwarvish.
Gnomish.
Yes. Yes, I have Gnomish, because I studied under Kelsey.
That's
What
fair.
does Dido
Yeah, you
know?
studied under her, all right. Giggity.
Don't like the implication.
I do.
She likes being taller than people. It's rare that it occurs.
Nope, she knows Elvish and Thieves can't. She doesn't even know Common. No, she doesn't know Common. Yeah, she doesn't have that either. So you guys are making your way down from the High Hall, and you probably get to about here. So just down the main hills. When over one of the buildings, right as you step in, a large shadow looms over you, and you hear in a low voice, "I would speak with you a moment, mortals."
I'm gonna look up and see where the shadow's coming from.
Perception check.
Yep.
Sindarin just kind of looks at Lily.
Wow.
How did that happen?
Mm-hmm.
How did we both roll not only low, but the same thing on both sides?
Wow. Anybody else looking?
Seeing Lily, like,
Both
actually
of them
trying
are
to
looking
search for something
around.
rather than looking crazy and speaking to her shield. I
oh.
suppose Sindarin will as well.
Gadget gets a +5 to this.
Oh, good job, Sindarin.
Wow.
Gadget natural 20s.
Gadget identifies the threat and gestures for everyone to look up. When you look up, you see that there is a large avian-looking creature, humanoid shape, massive wingspan, a mix of motley gray and black feathers and purplish skin, hands that end in large raking talons, and a bird-like face. It says, "I would speak with you a moment, mortals." And what you see...
And who do we have the pleasure of speaking to?
Oh.
Aims hold power. I do not need yours. Do not seek mine.
What is it you want?
What kind of creature is this?
It's a big fucking bird.
It's a big fucking bird. Tick shrinks down behind Gadget.
How about me?
You recognize that this is a demon, and more importantly, that this demon is called a Vrock. Most importantly, it's Kid Vrock. And it has a little a Darrow next to it that wears like little sweatshirts and likes getting high.
Very well.
What
would we discuss?
I have questions and cannot find answers. I seek to understand. What is the meaning of it all? Is there any meaning? Perhaps it would feel more fulfilling to take a life if I knew what value it held. And he just kind of stays hunched over on the rooftop. It's not making any movements towards you. It seems like it's posing this question in your direction, but also to itself.
Did we just... Did he just, like, ask what the meaning of life was? Or existence, whatever?
It mused its existence, yes.
Is it doing the thinking man pose?
No.
Ugh.
It's squatted, and it seems to have its hands in a non-threatening position, just kind of hunched like a gargoyle hunch. It's watching you all, but it's not making any movements.
You want to know the meaning of your existence in particular?
It just seems so pointless. I slaughter until I am slaughtered. Then I am given life again, only to do the exact same thing once more. Why?
Why don't you choose to do something else?
It kind of bird tilts its head. How? How does one change its nature? I was born to murder and slaughter. Why would I understand how to do anything else? What could I do instead?
Well, I suppose if you tried, for example, being a creature of good that would change what you are fundamentally, maybe you would become something else.
What is good?
Good is like helping people in need and being kind and compassionate.
Make a persuasion check.
Can I use?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. All right.
Your
Awesome.
ability is incredibly appropriate here. It's what, +5?
It is a +5, so it's 17 total.
It ponders this, and it kind of like clacks with its teeth-filled beak, because it's Avrak is clearly a goose as well, the most evil of avian creatures. And it just kind of like, I do not understand. This concept is alien. But I feel the need to not kill. Not kill you. It might be start.
That is a start.
I will think more on this.
Well, perhaps we'll meet again sometime.
Perhaps. I am going to think more. Please continue with your day. You will not be assaulted by me.
It was a curious pleasure meeting you.
Maybe if you don't want to kill and destroy anymore, maybe try making something.
Make a persuasion check, Morph.
Oh boy. Yeah. 9.
Not bad, considering.
Shakes its head and says, "These hands are made only to destroy. I would not know how to create. I do not like this idea." And it looks to you, Lily, and it says, "For your kindness, in addition to not harming you, I will warn you. The way ahead is dangerous. Other demons block the way you seek." Oh, excuse me, that was a burp there. "Block the way you seek. The One of Flames battles a powerful foe. and it uprights itself, and its wings outstretch, and it flaps off, and it heads north.
Well, that was
Interesting. That was interesting.
The way the one of flames yet still lives. That is promising for us.
that's
They could have been
I-
talking about you, Sindarin.
it's
I'm well aware of that.
And then another Narzugan appears.
yeah. If a demon or a devil could find redemption, what do they become?
Do
Lulu
they
kind of
actually
shakes her
change?
head and is like, I don't know. It's not a thing that people like creatures like us can do. You mortals have the luxury of free will. We're born into being good or being evil, and that's all we can do.
But Zarya was
Corrupted.
good. Yes, but she was very good before.
Well,
But as
good
far
is
as
sub-
I know,
good is subjective. Zariel was always very lawful.
and
I'd
as
like to
said,
believe that she used to be a good person. I feel strong feelings for her. I'm not sure what they mean. I'm also very afraid of her.
Maybe she can be redeemed, too.
I would love to believe that. And, like, that's not, like, a condescending tone from her. Like, she genuinely says she would love to believe that that was true. Or she loves to believe that. What I mean to say is she likes that idea. She is in agreement. She wholeheartedly wants that to be a possible thing. I don't know how to phrase that without it sounding.
Yeah.
while it's a promising idea, that seems awfully
Something-
troubling.
Would it even be redemption at that point, or would it be overriding, transmuting a being's very nature?
For
I believe it would be very difficult, but not unheard of, because it's like Lily says. I mean, she was corrupted and she fell to evil, so it's not improbable.
And haven't you ever heard the story about the succubus who fell in love with the wizard and instead of killing him, turned good?
No,
No.
never heard of that. But they're more neutral individuals anyways. Did you guys know that dude we were talking to earlier yesterday was a succubus?
I knew he was a fiend. Oh my gosh, do you think he could turn good too?
You guys did give him a chance. You kicked him out pretty quickly.
Yeah, maybe that was kind of harsh. I felt kind of like, I don't know, like he wanted to go somewhere and I thought it was dangerous.
Usually is with fiends. They're tricky.
Well, maybe it wasn't a bad thing then. Though if we see him again,
We'll kill him. Oh no, was that not the direction we were going?
Well, if he turns out to be real deciding they want to stay bad, then yeah. If not, maybe you can pose them the same question about, that rock there was wondering.
Right. And if they decide to stay bad, Tink will kill them.
Yes.
I'm gonna do what now?
And Lulu just lands on Tink's head. Onward,
sorry,
mighty steed.
I was contemplating what a demon would turn to if it turned to good.
We had decided that you'll duel The succubus, if it comes back, you'll kill it for the
What?
name of good.
There
And
was
you
a
all-
succubus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, apparently that being you and I both trusted was a succubus. I thought he could be turned to good.
It's possible.
But again, what do demons? So if devils are order and evil, and demons are chaos and evil, and celestials are order and good, what's chaos and good?
Well,
Oh,
some fairies
those are
and some
Averils. Mm-hmm.
Averils. Oh,
And they
Sound
reside
familiar.
on. They're a type of celestial that embody chaos. Wheels her trunk around.
yeah.
Never heard of that in my studies.
Oh, they're a long forgotten one. They reside in Elysium.
Elysium.
It's a 3rd edition reference. Sorry, guys. I don't think they made it to 5th.
No, I think it is. Because they also have Hades and Tartarus. And Carceri. And all of those. Carceri?
Oh, sorry, they're not chaotic. Those are neutral. The which ones are the
Arboreal is chaotic good.
Oh, see, yeah, it's pulling up old knowledge on this wiki that I'm looking at because it's still considering Eladrin extraplanar celestials, which is not right. Not anymore. Anyways, it doesn't matter.
But it would be Arboreal.
Yeah. No, but I mean the celestial creatures, their names, not where they come from. Anyways, it's not important right now. We approach the Grand Cemetery, and I need the information to bring up where you arrive. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Not the Narzagons. We're all done with the Narzagons. Not the Narzagons. A 10-foot high brass fence that once surrounded Elturel's cemetery has fallen in numerous places, and a wide gate allowing access to the grounds has been torn from its hinges. Severed humanoid body parts adorn the spikes atop the fence posts. Some of the body parts wriggle and writhe as if undead, twitching in concert with the lightning flashes of the companion. Cracked gravestones and crumbling monuments are scattered across the cemetery grounds, whose center is occupied by a chapel dedicated to Lathander, Torm, Helm, and Tyr. That once holy structure now glows with a fetid purple radiance.
That is reassuring.
So I'm gonna stick real close while we're here. Can we spot anything from the entry? Like, because we're looking for people and it's a graveyard, so unless it's like super hilly, would we be able to see signs of the people we're looking for from here?
Make a perception check, more.
I will do.
I'll join if I'm allowed.
Of course.
22.
You read his mind and knew that he wanted to look for people, so you look as well. Yeah. No, you see no signs of any of the Elturellian forces here. Just the aforementioned wiggling, writhing bodies of the undead that are adorning the gates. And I'm going to copy and paste. Actually, I need to copy from the other one because it has.
Don't have to use one of my things to know that. We're
No.
about to go.
No, you don't need to. It's very clear that those are undead.
Seems the Man of Flame might be exploring deeper into the monument in the middle. We'd best support him soon enough.
We don't know what we'll find here.
How does this work?
I'm sorry. Are we looking for the Man of Flame?
The Brock mentioned the Man of
Oh.
Flame.
That makes sense now if he's in charge of the Flaming Fists. Yes, okay.
It could be any number of
Rhea,
things.
Rhea kind of looks at Tink like, really? It took you that long?
Look, if you want me to do geometry, I'll do geometry. I'll do that shit in a heartbeat. Right now, I'm trying to connect social dots, and that's not working.
Lulu goes, wait, if it's a Man of Flame, then why is he just a flaming fist? Is he a whole hand person? Are there hand people?
The organization is like his hand. It
It's
extends his reach where he can't be.
His entire hand is made of fire?
it's
No.
their
is it-
symbol is a flaming gauntlet.
It
Oh,
isn't
like
impossible.
Helm!
Sindarin
No.
kind of like flicks
Or
his,
Bane!
flicks
Have you guys ever
his
noticed that
thighs,
Helm
but-
or Torm and Bane basically are the same thing? It's a gauntlet. And then there's the flaming fist. Why do people always use hands as their motif? And she
I
like
don't
strokes
know.
her chin with her trunk.
Hands are very
generally
much
get
symbols
things
for
done.
control.
Wow. I mean, I don't have hands, but if
Yeah,
I
why
did,
don't people use trunks more?
right? They're so handy. Hand. Get it? Is this a hand? And she like holds it out, her trunk.
I high five her trunk.
And a
Yeah.
butterfly goes by. Is this a trunk?
Is this a
Is it a
trunk? Yeah. We need that Lulu meme now. Is this a trunk? Is this a hand? So, what I need to give you guys now is, as you guys are making your way in and looking around, the city's descent into Avernus had taken its toll on this once beautiful chapel. You guys are approaching the main building itself as you're looking around the cemetery. Nearly all the stained glass windows along the outside walls have been smashed. The main doors hang open, and no sign of any other creatures in or around the building can be seen.
That's no good. We were told they were supposed to be here, right?
If this building is anything like the High Hall or various other temples,
Oh god,
it will
could
have
be
a
badass.
basement or even an entire crypt beneath it that warrants exploration.
Yep, let's be careful.
And give me a second. I'm trying to figure out what they intended with this map because some of the descriptions aren't matching up with what's actually on here. So you guys looked around and you're making your way to this main chapel.
Yep.
Several graves have been dug up in the graveyard leading here, leaving pits in the earth that go 6 feet deep, 2 feet wide, 7 long. Obvious places for where they buried dead. A number of stone mausoleums stand vacant. Their doors hang open. The interiors of the mausoleums are dimly lit when the doors are open and shrouded in darkness when the doors are closed. You guys are able to observe that there are dozens of skeletons and zombies moving around, but they're wandering aimlessly and without direction. They don't seem to pay you any mind. They're just kind of stuck in this animated state, shambling about.
That's unsettling. All right.
Would it be worth putting them down? You never know if someone of great power might stumble along and decide he could use them.
Oh,
For now, they're just shambling tools. I don't think it's prudent to waste resources on them just yet.
they could just be aimlessly risen because they're in hell, but
Awesome.
let's try and find who we're looking for first.
Okay.
I feel like as long as they're not threatening us right now, it's not a problem.
Yep. And so I'm going to move us over to the main map here.
I honestly feel like poking them now would be like disturbing the hornet's nest.
Yeah. This will probably be the last thing we have time to do, given our time frame. Yeah, we got about 20 minutes. We probably can get through this one.
That's fair.
But as you guys start approaching the chapel, you see that you're not alone. Sorry. That did not move the way I wanted it to. You guys see that you're not alone on this approach. There are a trio of massive skeletons looking much taller than even Sindarin in his beefy glory. They stand about 8-9 feet tall, stripped completely of flesh, and the tops of their heads have bull skulls with massive horns. The skeletons do take notice of you, and one of them does the like bull about to charge thing where they scrape their hoof into the dirt, and they start to approach, and that is where we will start the initiative.
Those seem like a problem that needs to be handled.
Yep.
Do I recognize them?
Those are Minotaur skeletons.
Undead minotaurs.
Yep, undead Minotaurs.
Where did they even find minotaurs?
That's a great question.
Another question
It might
is,
be answered.
why the fuck are they here?
Minotaurs.
Do they bury minotaurs in El Terrell?
These are all questions that may be answered. So I've got control of Valkyra, and I have a general idea of her shoot, hide. We won't need to take up anybody else's turns to do so. Boom, there's her good rolls. Rhea. Boom. Watch now, I'll roll like shit for the rest of the game. One. Two. Trace. Not bad numbers all around. Pretty good spread of people. Well, actually, Valkarn's an NPC right now, so I'll shift that up a little bit. Nobody else is tied with anybody else. Cool. So Rhea has the first go of it, and she goes and she goes right for this one. Silver sword in hand, charges. Makes 2 swings. 1, 2. Yeah, that figures. Okay. Somebody roll me a D100. Rhea, don't die. Don't worry, I got this. Whiff.
44.
44. Dude, that's the critical. An attack fumble. You miss an attack and gaze upon the chaos of battle, causing your confidence to falter. Disadvantage on your next attack roll against the target. Okay, that's fair. So she goes in, she gets one hacking swing in, and then she goes for a second, and the Minotaur just catches it in its hand, one of its big meaty hands, and she's like, ah, shit.
It's meatless hands.
It's big, meaty, meatless hand. That's right. It's a bone-in ribeye. She does dink that one. Okay, cool. Oh, and they're also dragging great axes. Rusty great axes.
Because of course they are.
Hey, of course, it's this one's turn. So it is going to ask her a question.
What is a skeleton's favorite snack?
But she, it lifts this large, rusty-looking axe, and she quickly ducks out of the way, wrenching her sword free. And it looks like the two of them are locked in combat. Valkarin knocks an arrow. She is going to fire her short bow at the one Rhea is fighting. It is going to ding. And then she is going to cunning action to hide and then fire off her feather bolts. Because that is how she roll.
Also remember, her bow's magical now.
Her bow is magical now.
She didn't even have to use ammo on that.
Oh, really? Neat.
Yeah, because it gets the repeating feature that my crossbow has.
Right. How much magical does it do? Or does it just make it magic?
It just makes it magical.
Okay.
And it allows her to still attack even if she doesn't have ammo loaded.
So she becomes the archer from the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon and just shoots bolts. Cool.
She basically just pulls back. There's a little bit of light that forms and she fires it off.
Mm-hmm. And then bolt from the grave. 24. Fires necrotic at the skeleton, which actually doesn't have a necrotic resistance. That's good to know. So she zaps it for another 12. And that's her turn. Lily, go ahead.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I will move there, take the dodge action, and just be like, come at me, skinny cows.
Yeah. I get it.
Bony bovines.
You bone vine.
Bone vines. Bone five.
Rhea's like, it's a good one, keep at it.
I'll workshop it.
Tink, you're up.
Tink will rear back on Gadget, lower the lance, and charge. And Gadget can get there. And
I look over and I'm like, what happened to your ranged?
Tink lays in with the lance, shouting, "Have at you, you calcified cretins!" 22 and 24.
Both hit.
For 16 and 9 piercing. Bonus action, he will order Gadget to attack. Uh, 19 for Gadget.
And that uses its reaction, right, to do that?
No, this is... It can only take actions if I sacrifice my bonus action to attack,
Gotcha.
to order it.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, it would just naturally take the dodge action.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Beyond that, it has its normal reactions.
Alrighty. So, the other Minotaurs seeing you...
Oh, I did roll. There we go.
There you
8
go.
force.
8 force. Seeing you lay into this Minotaur that looks real banged up, the next Minotaur clops its hooves into the ground and charges right into Tink.
Take or gadget.
Sorry, gadget. It's gonna hit your mount because
Okay.
it's at least 10 feet straight towards a target and then hits with a gore. So it lowers its head and it charges at you like a bull would. The target is a creature. It's a construct. This doesn't count as a creature.
Right.
Right?
Creature
Or-
means...
Yeah, I think it does
like-
count. I think it does count as a creature for this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Constructs are creatures.
Yep. So it is going to go at you with a gore. It is going to be a 24 to hit on
24 hits.
gadget. So I need a strength saving throw from gadget.
Not proficient, so straight strength. 12.
It is not enough. So as it lowers its head, it basically just does one of those where it gores into gadget and it sends the two of you flying 10 feet and you're knocked prone.
Yeet.
Yeah, you get yeeted. There. Yeah. And so the two of you count as prone. But it does an additional 2d8 for the charge.
Mm-hmm.
So Gadget will take a total of 20 piercing.
Okay.
But that is its turn. Then Lulu. She is going to Sparkle Cone the two of these guys. Because that's basically the best she can do. Sparkles! Bloop. They have to make cons, but they're skeletons, so they have good cons. I say before rolling. Haha, there it is. Yep, they both fail. So she's going to hit him for 48 plus 4.
Thank God I wasn't in that.
Are you not a good creature?
I am lawful neutral.
Oh, that would hurt. Yeah, that would hurt.
Yeah.
So both of these take 18. This one just disintegrates under Sparkles. And this one takes full 18 radiant. Which they are still
Lily
not.
and Ray are the only creatures immune to that in our party.
Well, don't assume that Ray is good.
I
She
said
might-
maybe.
Yeah. She
My
might just
assumption
be-
here is that Sindarin isn't.
No, Ray is probably
Hey,
lawful
Sindarin
good.
is chaotic good.
Yeah, so he would be fine.
You threatened a druid.
You did say you were gonna.
That's the
I mean,
chaos.
that's very chaotic good, actually. Yeah, chaotic
Didn't
good.
have the intention of stomping on his head. He just,
Threatened to
used
stomp on his
it as a-
head.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, there are certain things I expect a chaotic good person to threaten with, and it's not caving in someone's skull.
I believe that is entirely within their wheelhouse. It's something I wouldn't expect from a lawful good for sure. But hey, we're getting
That's
off.
fair.
We're getting off track. The other Minotaur's turn. It's going to charge you this way. Can it charge past you? Yeah, that's still a straight line. It gores into you on this side. No, it's not going to gore you. It's going to just get the flank and it's going to chop you with an axe.
I took the dodge action before,
That's fine.
so straight roll.
Yep, straight roll. 8.
Hits, maybe? No, it doesn't.
Yeah, no. Well, hey, good thing, because that's a lot of damage.
That is a fuck ton, yes.
Mm-hmm. Sindarin.
It's only 6 below their maximum, I believe.
Yeah, it is, because they rolled a 6 and a 12.
Yeah, Sindarin's gonna... Could I technically stand, like, there, but, like, one space to the right for the sake of flanking?
That spot's fine. I know what your intention is.
Okay, cool. Sindarin's gonna run up and... the first one died pretty easily, but it did get railed on quite a bit. Nah, fuck it. I'm just gonna punch it 3 times. 20, 23, and 18.
Both of those will hit.
Okay, total 16
16 fisticuffs.
non-magical damage. Yes. And that is all I'll do.
Alrighty. Rhea's turn again. She's a bit shaken from that one, but her next swing and your next attack roll. So it only applies to one, so she's gonna. Oh, actually, no.
Is it only against the target that she missed?
It is her next attack action that is. So her attack. It doesn't matter which one. It is just her next attack action. So.
The way you said it, it sounded like it was specific.
Nope. It is per the wording of the thing. It is her next attack. That is all it said. So that is a natural one again. Give me another D100, please.
She is flanking.
That's fair. But
it's just a straight roll.
It's just a straight roll. I did set her up that way on purpose. That's true. And then one more. That is another straight roll. I really like that she rolls high on her left side. All right. So she chops in for another 15. That'll be her. That Minotaur is dead. Valkarin, from her hidden position, will fire another arrow. This one's going to be at the one Sindarin is fighting. An 11 or an 11, guys? The shot will miss.
Yes.
She will stealth back. And then she will bolt of the grave. 26.
Much better.
Much better. For tan. Not the best damage, but hey, it's something. And so she stays where she's at. Lily.
Alright, I will attack this one first.
Which one was that? Top or bottom?
Top.
Okay.
For 24.
24.
And 25. Jeez, that my damage is a 2 and a 1. Fantastic. Right, okay. And then I think that's it.
Okay. 9. Tink, you are prone.
Tink and Gadget will stand up. I will use my bonus action to order Gadget to repair. And from here, I'm gonna lance the fucker.
Repair.
Actually, I could get 20 feet with Gadget because we used half our movement.
Repair.
I'm gonna sit here next to Rhea. Actually, can I do it from... whatever. It doesn't matter. Lance. 20. Extra attack, 13.
13 will hit.
Okay. For 9 and 16 piercing.
Again.
I rolled max.
You roll the same damage again.
I rolled max of 1.
Alrighty.
And we're going to click repair. We'll do the 2d8. It's not good. It's better than nothing. And okay, that'll be Tink's turn.
Okay. So that's the repair. Minotaur skeleton is really not into Tink's shit, so it's gonna swipe at Tink. Not Gadget.
Okay, then Gadget will impose disadvantage.
15?
15 will not hit.
Alrighty, so two of you jump out of the way safely, and that is its turn. Lulu flies in to headbutt it.
I forgot how much damage these things do.
She misses. This other bit.
Oh yeah, I'd be very unhappy if it hit my AC.
This other Minotaur tries to flex on Lily.
Okay.
100, please.
I'm on nat 100.
That is 100% because you said it tried to flex on her.
Mm-hmm. Get dunked on, Lily. 55.
Oh, whoops.
55. You lose grip as you attack. Failure, you drop the weapon at your feet. Of course he would. Alright, so 10 dexterity check. Oh, with no dexterity, there's a 50-50 chance it'll fuck this up too. There it is. It drops its bloody, rusted great axe to the ground at its feet. It swings so bad it gets lodged into the ground and it's not able to pull the weapon free, which leaves it open to Sindarin.
Sindarin. He doesn't do anything because he knows if you taunt something on your turn, like, you're just gonna fuck yourself. So he's just gonna punch 3 times.
Talk shit, get crit.
Precisely.
He crit failed himself.
Does 17 hit? Oh, yeah, I think it does.
17 will hit, yes.
12 damage. And that's all I'll do.
Alright.
With a 13, does that 9 hit? Or that 10 hit?
No, 10 does not hit.
Okay.
12 damage. Okay, still
have to be a
standing.
Pretty bad position to get hit by a 10.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you'd be a commoner, but
There's things like there's things that have less than 10, but I don't think there are many undead.
Zombies have like a 10 AC.
yeah. Rhea swipes twice with her sword. It's a 10, that's Abyss, and a 16, so that's an 8 damage to it. Not enough to bring it down. Valkaren sees that opening, though. She's going to fire a shot on the one between Rhea and Lily. 13. That'll hit. The arrow bounces off of the skull, much like an Elder Scrolls when you hit a undead creature with an arrow, and it crumbles into a pile of bones. She'll stealth, and then bolt to the grave. The other one to miss, like everybody else, at least once this round.
At least once this round.
Which brings us to Lily.
Yep, I'm gonna do the thing.
Rhea wouldn't have moved after because it was still alive. Yep. 11 will not hit.
Okay.
Anything
That's
else? Just 9? Alright.
I will shift over here so someone else can get advantage.
Sure. Okay. Tink. You could move up to where Lily was and have advantage with Sindarin.
Tink's gonna move here.
That will not give you flank.
Well,
Okay, no, it's your choice. I'm just telling you where you needed to be to flank, if that's where you want to be.
I know.
Okay.
I don't need the flank.
Alright. I mean, bold talk before you're rolling.
It's
Natural 1. There it is.
Hey.
Natural 20.
You're not flanking.
I have
tactics.
pack tactics.
Nah, none of these
Fucking
people are part of your
kobolds.
pack. None of these people are part of your pack. Nor is Gadget. Yeah, natural 20. Alright.
Four.
Aha! Your
14.
critical doesn't matter. It doesn't have enough health to stay alive to get hit a second time. So there, I win. No, it died.
Yeah, I guess technically.
No, it's fine. You obliterate it with the lance.
Like
First
stick the
thing
lance
Sindara
and
does
jimmy
is
it
try
around.
and rip some horns off these fucking creatures.
You
Oh,
don't
hey.
have time.
Shit!
That was invigorating.
Yep.
I didn't know melee combat was so
The
different.
door to the chapel immediately gets blasted off, and you see that another set of Minotaur hands pry from each side. But before they step out into combat, you hear the sounds of a voice say, "What is the meaning of this?" And an individual steps out alongside a pair of skinless, massive minotaurs, and you end up seeing. Oh, hey, there's a nice weapon in here. Beside the point, you end up seeing a man step out. He's got dark complexion, slightly pointed ears, denoting a half-elven heritage. He also has a braided beard, but eyes that glow like fire. And where is his just handout? I just want his handout so I can show my players. But he's dressed in very vibrant looking colors, and he steps out with the minotaurs, and his voice seems to boom with a commanding presence, and he just says, "What is the meaning of this intrusion?" And
Section
that's
repair.
where we're going to stop for the day. But let me find his picture before we call it, because I hate the way that this thing is laid out. So there's a handout for Baldur, but where is this guy's picture?
I would have used my bonus action that turn, by the way, for the repair.
Yeah, of course you would have. No, it's fine. I know you would have. There he is. You end up seeing another gorgeous man who's totally not scary. He steps out and
He
he
is hunky.
says, "What is the meaning of this intrusion?" There he is.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll just go ahead and put them out. There we go.
They both try to get through the door at the same time.
They
and
both-
get stuck.
Yeah, they
No,
get,
no.
they get stuck. But it doesn't look like they're hostile right now. But that is, in fact, where we're going to stop. Great pacing today. I was like, oh no, they're going to clear so much before Dido can get back. But it looks like we'll be fine. No, it looks like we'll be fine. We were moving at a great
Do
speed
you
today.
seriously have that thought about us? The guys who go so very slow every single time.
Which is why I'm really happy that we had a good pacing today. Let's go ahead and wrap this up, though. So, hey, everyone, thanks for watching. You all have been fabulous. We will be back tomorrow for Curse of Stwad.
Aren't we down someone?
We are down someone. I don't know if Ark wants to actually play or not. But we'll probably find something to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because Kay is at KatsuCon, and she sent me some of her cosplay stuff, and it looks great, and I'm so jealous because I wish I was cool enough or had the appearance that worked well for doing cosplay, but I don't. I am not white. Only white people seem good at cosplay, or Asians.
Oh.
But
Probably come up with a few ideas.
Yeah, it's fine. It is what it is. Yeah, I could be Barrett. Yay. Anyways, have a good night, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Night.
Right.